The views and opinions expressed in this broadcast are those of the host/guest and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any of BXR entities and those they represent.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Hi, everybody.
What's up, everybody? This is Skylyne Radio Show. I'm your host, Mark.
And Trina. So, today's topic. First of all, I think we're a member of the Red Shirt Gang. Everybody has red on today. Except for me. We have with us today Mr. Keon Fenwick. Hello, Keon.
Hello.
So right quick, let's jump into it really quick because we're a little late.
We're a whole lot of late.
It's 20 minutes. We on Black people time. So Keon, could you
That's African time.
Could you tell us a little bit about yourself and a little bit about, what you're going to be talking about today?
All right, you guys doing? My name's Keon Fenwick. I have a security company in Maryland, and I'm also a handgun instructor for the state of Maryland. And I'm going to be explaining that a lot of people in Maryland can get handgun permits, and you can get handgun qualification license. I mean, we all live in Baltimore. We know what it's like out here, and a lot of people are not really aware that they're able to carry, and that they can be owners of handguns. So I'm just here to break it down to you guys to explain that citizens can actually get handgun permits
legally. Correct, sir?
Yes, a lot of people get locked up for gun charges, not knowing they could have just had a handgun qualification license or a handgun permit through their business or through security and legally, so they won't get in trouble. So,
okay,
it'll be an interesting show.
Yeah, so let's go. What you got? Tell me.
So what everybody can get is it's called an HQL. It's a handgun qualification license. That takes about three to 5 business days to come in. You can get that through a handgun instructor, and you just take a short class, teach you Maryland law, teach you the carrying laws, and we get you fingerprinted, and you get that, so you'll be able to purchase a handgun in the state of Maryland. Probably like in 2000, if you had before like 2010, you were able to just go into a gun store and just get a background check in order to buy a handgun. But Baltimore is so bad now. They end up after like 2015, they changed the law where you have to go through a handgun instructor to take an HQL course in order to be able to purchase a handgun in the state of Maryland now. So anybody can get that. And a lot of people don't think they can get handgun permits, which is really hard to get a handgun permit in Maryland. But there's 3 ways you can get it. Number one is if it's court ordered. So if you had like somebody like threatening your life and you got court ordered, you can go through a court order. You get a handgun permit that way, or you can go through the security route. If you want to become like a security officer, you can get a guard card. And then you can also get a handgun permit, and they'll allow you to do that for security. And the last way, a lot of people don't know, they don't really give like residents handgun permits, but you will get HQL, but unless you're a business owner. If you get an LLC through Maryland and you become a business owner, make a couple deposits inside your bank account, they will allow you to get a 24/7 concealed carry permit where you can carry all day, every day, 24/7 as a business owner.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, that's good to know. That's really good to know. So with the classes that you have to take, you teach those, correct?
Yeah, I teach those. I do 2 ways. I can do it in a classroom setting, and we up to like 10 people, or you can do it on we can do it on Zoom as well. I can do like a class on Zoom, teach you the class for your HQL, and if you're getting like a business concealed carry or a handgun permit, I teach the class on Zoom, and then we meet at the gun range, take you to the gun range, qualify you at the gun range, and process your paperwork.
Okay. So, how much will it cost? This is another question.
Well, for anybody that wants to get a handgun qualification license, it's only $175 for the process, and it takes 3 to 5 business days to come in. So it's $175 to start it, and that includes the range. I send you to get fingerprints. I help you fill out the application step by step. We upload the fingerprints to the application, and in 3 to 5 business days, boom, you're allowed to purchase handguns.
Awesome.
And that's for that. And then for business owners, if you want to get your 24/7 concealed carry for your business, of course you have to get an HQL if you don't have that. But it's $350 for a business concealed carry. So in the application, Maryland, they were.
No, everybody had Richard.
You said what?
I'm sorry. Say it again.
Oh, for a business, they're basically just you'll have to they'll ask you for your articles of corporation just to make sure you have a business. They'll ask for like a month of bank statements to see if like making deposits in your account, and you put like 3 references on there, and I take you to the gun range, of course, give you a score sheet to upload. You upload your get fingerprinted for that and get a passport photo, just a picture, so it'll go on your license. I'll do that. It goes through Maryland State Police. They'll call you in for like they do phone interviews, but they used to do like in-person interviews before COVID. But now they do like phone interviews too. So they either call you for a phone interview or they'll ask you to come in just to, make sure you're liable enough to carry a handgun. They ask you some random questions and they'll approve you. And then boom, they'll send that to your house. And those permits last every 3 years. And also, once you get that, I can help you get a Utah license and a PA license. Those are gun permits in those states, but those cover 42 states. So if you get those two after you get your permit, you'll be able to carry in all 42 states. Or not all 50 states, but 42 states. Because a lot of places you have to, have those licensed to cover that. So.
Okay.
Yep.
Sounds good. And the name of your company again is what?
It's called Gold Guard Security. It's Gold Guard Security. We do events. We do bodyguarding. We do lab security. We do like I said, venue security, storefronts. We do it all. So we have a couple contracts in Baltimore and stuff. So all over the place.
With your business, how often do you get people within law enforcement and or armed security coming to you?
You said how often do they come to me?
How often, if at all?
Like, what do you mean? Like, how do they?
As far as like more training, further training, perfecting their skill.
Yeah, I definitely do that too. I offer that, and I actually have a lot of officers that come to me, and there's a lot of people who just want like physical training, and
right.
I do range training, so I do get that often, really. So they come to me because a lot of times police officers they only qualify like every 6 months usually, so they rarely go to the range, and they'll hit me up and be like, what's your price just to train at the range and everything, and I do like women's defense training and anybody who wants to come to the round, you get that often. So yeah.
What about military?
For military, I can help out with them, but a lot of times, that's one thing. If you're in the military, you want to get a handgun qualification license, you do not have to pay the fee. You're pretty much waived for the HQL, and it's just like an HQL exempt. You just have to pay the processing fee, which is like $50 to Maryland State Police, and you don't have to take a class or anything. Even if you're in the military, you want to get a gun permit, you don't have to take the class. So for the HQL, it's pretty better because you're waived for the fee. But for if you want to get a handgun permit for security or for your business, you don't have to take the course. But you still you have to pay for the handgun permit and everything. But you just don't have to take the course at all because you're in the military.
Right. Okay. Only reason why I asked military in law enforcement and armed security is because a lot of it's within my background.
Okay.
I got a brother that's in armed security. I got family. I'm a long history family of law enforcement, firefighter, and military.
All right.
My father was 23 years Navy and then 33 years contractor for the Navy. All 50 plus years within DOD. So what he did, I have no idea.
Oh, yeah.
So, okay. This is a question from me. How often do you find within the gun range, how often do you find someone actually shoots better than you?
Probably, I mean, I went one time and I really shot better than he did. So I still got my I got my paperwork still on the floor. So that was a good shot.
Well, it's not often. A lot of times, a lot of people don't know what they're doing. So I mean, it's rare, but I've seen it sometimes where I've seen people come in there and they shot better than I did. To be honest, and a lot of, like, it's realistic. A lot of first time shooters, they're actually really good and they don't really realize it. But first time shooters, yeah, Trina did do really good the first time she did. She went there. So first time shooters actually surprise a lot of people because they get nervous and think they can shoot, but end up shooting better than half the people in there. So, but I do find that sometimes, but then a lot of times I just see, well, I'm glad I'm helping out because some people have no sense of like anything of how to use a gun, how to load a gun, how to load the bullet, where to aim it. So it's just,
Yeah, well, I think if you buy a gun, you should at least know how to use it properly. So I think anybody that buying a gun should at least take a class, like, especially if you're buying it like legally, you should know how to operate it properly, because it's not just like on TV. When you see on TV just pulling something out and everybody just shooting, and it's not like that. It was actually more complicated than what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, and I agree. I think that's why they changed it too, because a lot of people were, just getting background checks, buying guns, and not even going to the range and not knowing how to use it. So now, what Maryland did, they changed it to the Maryland HQO. You got to take a course now, so you got to learn about the gun and learn about how to store it, properly store it, and how to use it. So you got to go to the range now. So I mean, I think that's smart because you just let people buy guns and being clueless how to use it.
Yeah, proper knowledge.
Within your training, are you strictly indoor or are you indoor and outdoor?
Both. It all depends on the range we go to, and depends on how far people want to drive. Because in Baltimore, it's not that many outdoor ranges in Baltimore, but if you go a little further, like some like towards Westminster and some towards like Marysville, they have like a lot of outdoor ranges. So I do both.
Okay. That's good to know. Crickets. I had another question, but I forgot what it was.
I mean, yeah,
Okay, here you go. Have you ever? Now you do background checks yourself, right?
Yeah, I process it through Maryland State Police, so they do the background checks.
How often do you come across convicted felons?
Very often, Ren. Like I do, and it's crazy because I tell them before. I be like, if you have a felony, it's funny because I had a couple of friends that I knew and a couple people who have felony charges. So I showed them how to get it expunged. I said, man, just get it expunged and then come back, and it worked. They had a felony, they got it expunged, boom, they came back and got all their permits. But then there's some people I tell them, you can't have a charge, and I'm good, okay, and they pay for it. And then Maryland State Police sends them a letter saying, hey, you can't get your handgun permit, or you can't get your handgun qualification license because you have this on your record. But they'll tell you what you have on your record, and you can, see if you can get it expunged. It might be expungable and it might not. So, but I do come across that very often.
So, what are some of the things that can stop you from getting the handgun?
a lot of domestic violence can do that, and assault, like assault charges, felonies in general, all felonies. And they even say it's crazy. You can get locked up. You just can't get locked up over a year. If you get locked up 9 months, 12, 11 months, you get to go. You get out, you can still buy a handgun.
Oh, wow.
But if you're incarcerated over a year, you can't, unless you get it expunged.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was like, hey, I didn't know that either. So they told me that when I was taking my class.
So within a felony, you can't have a felony under threat of harm, no matter what that harm may be. Assault with a deadly weapon.
Any kind of misdemeanor?
No, misdemeanors are good unless it's like an assault. If it's any type of assault, even if that's a misdemeanor, they're still going, they say it's assault. So, but the misdemeanors for assaults can definitely be expunged. So, but if it's, so if you can get that off, I advise you to do that. But any type of assault or domestics and stuff, they don't play with that.
Okay, you have gave us a lot of knowledge today. I don't know if we have any comments or any questions, any other questions for him or
any questions? No, I'm definitely, I definitely help out as much as I can.
Right. So that was good to know. That's
How
good
can
to
people
have.
get in contact with you?
I sent her my card. You can, but I can give you my information, my number, and I have also have a Instagram business page on my Instagram. Is gold_guard_security. It's all on the card. If you can, I don't know if you posted the card. You have the card, Trina?
Yeah, I sent it to you, Mark.
Yeah, I was at work and work ended up getting crazy and I wasn't able to do nothing.
Yeah, if you could check it out, I have my Instagram.
I'll post that on my page.
Okay, definitely.
After the show.
Yeah, it's good. Like a lot of people come to me usually, they're like, man, I didn't know I can get a handgun permit, or I didn't know I can get an HQL. So it's just like, man, it's always good to have that because you can have it for home defense. Because it gets a little crazy out here. So it's definitely good to have it in the house.
A little crazy?
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
It's insane out here.
Yeah, it definitely is. So
but I only got 6.5 weeks to go.
Are you moving?
I'm moving out of state.
Oh, where you going?
I'm going back home to the Chi.
Oh, dang. Well, that's like moving.
Don't say nothing bad about my city.
That's the same as Baltimore.
Just like moving back.
No.
Right, you going right back.
Baltimore is worse because we're 10 times better. We're 10 times bigger than y'all, and we're not that bad.
Yeah, y'all are bigger, but
you're gonna cut that line out. You're gonna cut that line out. All the gang violence that go in Chicago. You got to be kidding
Mr.
me.
Producer.
They kill the politicians every day. Go, yeah. You better stop lying.
Stop talking about my.
Look,
I'm tired of telling y'all. Y'all gotta stop talking about me. I have feelings.
Like I said, man, it's bad everywhere. So don't just keep saying Baltimore. Everywhere is.
No, it's
bad.
bad everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere.
It's bad everywhere because everyone wanted to defund the police. Well, you got what you asked for. Now crime's out of control.
Exactly.
Man, police is one of the reasons why it's out of control.
You're right.
Actually, yeah.
And I'm not even going to sugarcoat that. And the sad thing is, and every time I say this, everyone always agrees. The sad thing is, it's going to get worse before it gets better.
I do agree with you on that.
And I've been saying this for how long? When did Trayvon Martin happen?
Oh, years.
That was what, like 10 years ago, right?
Yeah.
I've said it every year, and every year it's gotten worse. Don't get it twisted. Police crime on people of color has not stopped. It's just not glorified no more.
Yeah.
They had another individual shot and killed by police in Milwaukee or Wisconsin. I don't remember what town it was.
Well, what about the guy that went into the grocery store and was just shooting people?
That was crazy.
Mass shootings.
Yeah.
Mass shootings, believe it or not, mass shootings happen in this country every single week.
Yeah, this wasn't just a mass shooting though. He had motive just to shoot.
And that's
black
not the first
folk.
one.
No, I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying
like
like
every time
everywhere.
something
Like
happens, you're always going to have copycats, and that's the sad thing because you got that many people in this country that are sick.
Yeah, well, that's another topic. Mental health. That's another big topic. Like, matter of fact, I think it's Mental Health Month. Or is it October? I think it's this month. But
it's October, I think.
Is it October?
Yeah,
that's breast cancer month.
It's everything. It's breast cancer. It's mental illness, and there's one or two other things.
You should be able to talk about it whenever, man. And that's the problem. Like
look. At the end of the day, we all suffer from some type of mental illness. Why? Because it's okay not to be okay.
So
we all suffer some type of way, shape, or form. We all do.
Well,
some of us need help. Some of us don't. Some of us know how to manage it, know how to keep it in tune. Some people don't. And for those that don't, either they refuse to get help or they refuse to take their meds, or they don't know how because they're that far gone. You know what I'm saying? Like I've come across people, all different forms of walks of life that have had everything. A decent way of living, lost everything because they didn't take their meds. They had a nervous breakdown for whatever way, shape, or form. I've come across people that were multimillionaires that had everything you could imagine, like celebrity type living, you know what I mean? And lost everything, and they live on the streets.
Yeah, I mean, money
Money is
make
the rule
you
of all
happy.
evil.
It can't really make you happy. It can buy you things to make you happy, but if you're not right in your mind, then nothing ever is going to be right. As far as like that means nothing to you. When you already off, that means nothing. You can have billions and billions and trillions of dollars. That means nothing to you.
Money don't buy happiness.
Nope.
And I wasn't a Biggie fan, but what Biggie say? More money,
more problem.
Well, you can just give me a little bit of problems there. A little bit more money wouldn't hurt.
Yeah.
Yep. Well,
you have a lot of money, and it's sad, but I've been there and I've done both sides of the coin. Trina, you know this. I've been on top of the world, making hundreds of thousands of dollars. You don't learn nothing about yourself because you're just going with the motions. You're going with the flow. You're always planning something. You're never taking a step back and analyzing what's going on. I've been homeless. I was homeless for 6 months, living in a hotel, working absolutely for nothing because all I was doing was paying my hotel bill. I was scratching and scraping for food. I was scratching and scraping to pay my bills. Bills fell behind because I had to have a roof over my head. I didn't ask nobody for nothing. A lot of people didn't know I was homeless. I'm not a charity case, and I'm a very personal person when it comes to things, certain things. But I learned a lot about myself. Mentally, physically, financially, I learned a lot about myself. I stopped worrying about everything and everybody. If it didn't have to do with my siblings, my son, my parents, or work, I didn't care. And I didn't worry about that. All I did was work. If they allowed me, I went to work. I worked as much as 82 hours a week. That's a lot. That's 2 full-time jobs. But I had to do what I had to do financially. So I wasn't going out. If I went out, I was invited and someone was coming to get me and someone was bringing me home. Because I'm not riding no bus for an hour. It was a 35, 45-minute walk to the light rail. And then that's another 35, 40 minutes to get downtown. If I got to go to Harbor East, Bells Point, Fed Hill, or God knows where, I'm looking at anywhere from a 20-minute to a 45-minute walk. So I just didn't go. You want me to come? And you got me because I need to get out. I need to live for a second. I'm all yours. You need to come get me and you need to find a way for me to get home. And I can name 3 people. I won't, but I can name 3 people that did that. And those 3 individuals know who they are. And I love them dearly for it. They my brothers.
We are brothers.
But I could have went crazy. I could have had a meltdown. Anything could have happened. But I put the big guy upstairs in the forefront, and he guided me through my trials and tribulations. You know, I'm the type of person, you don't have to go to church to have God in your life. I talk to God every day. I don't talk to him as much as I should, but I talk to him every day. I'm blessed. I'm extremely humble. I think I'm more humble now than I ever have been because I was homeless. I know how it is to be on the other side. I know how it is to want, but you just can't get. And I'm not going to ask for it. You know what I mean? I could have went to my parents. I could have went to a handful of friends, been like, hey, this, that, whatever, and the third. I've had 4 or 5 friends come to me and was like, yo, I never knew. Why didn't you say something? Because it's not your business. It's mine. I'm personal like that. I could have went to family, friends, and set up shop until I got back on my feet. But I didn't want that. I could have moved over to Dover and lived with my parents and just travel back and forth to work. I didn't want to do that. And I definitely wasn't going to do that. 2-hour drive one way? Nah. That wouldn't work. So it is what it is. Mental illness, yes, is very serious. It really is. And we will have a show for that, Trina. We definitely will. And if you don't have her contact information, I will definitely send that to you after the show.
Yeah.
Because if I don't contact, well, if
What
you
you
don't
talking
have it, if you don't have,
Send who information?
a woman by the name of Shanetta Malkia,
Oh, okay. I was about to say what you talking about.
Empowerment Essence.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we'll see if we can link up with her and get her on one day.
She deals with anti-bullying and suicide prevention. She's been on the show before. Monty knows her. Monty and Nate, I want to say they both met her. I'm not sure.
Sure.
So, back to you, Mr. Keon. How often have you, how do I ask this question? And these glasses are making my head hurt. And I turn the fan on and I'm still sweating. How? I don't know how to ask the question because I don't know how to word it. How do you determine whether or not, or can you determine whether or not someone suffers from mental illness? I mean, can you?
No, I really can't. They would just have to, real estate police just have to just find out through their like records and stuff like that. So I really can't really give a yay or nay of who has mental illness. But if they do,
if you had a question, then you would just contact them to do a background check on them.
They're gonna get the check regardless.
Yeah.
So if it,
has anyone ever come back with a background consisting of mental illness?
No.
You can't talk about that. You can't.
No, you can't talk about it, but you can say yes or no.
No, but no.
You just can't. You can't go into the depth of.
No, I haven't really. Everything that's really just been coming back has just been old charges, message stuff like that, but nothing illness at all. So I haven't really seen anybody get denied because of that.
How many in the last? How long you been doing your business?
I've been in the field for a while, but I've been doing it for like 3 years, like 3 years.
Have you seen a rise in more women coming to you for gun permits and training?
Yeah, I definitely have. I see a lot of females coming to me. They want to get gun training, HQLs, and handgun permits. And then it's crazy because a lot of them get it because they have a lot of abusive partners, or they have somebody, they've been in domestic stuff. So they just like, hey, they want to get in permits. They want to get their permits and stuff. So
only reason why I ask is because within the last 2 or 3 years, if you follow the news, there has been a huge uptake in crime towards women. And I'm not going to be like Brandon Scott and be like, oh, it's drug related.
Yeah.
Just because you're assaulted or you're shot and killed doesn't mean you were in Baltimore trying to get drugs.
No, it's an easy target.
How often, because there are a lot of people in the DMV area, how often do celebrities or athletes come to you for gun permit training?
I do get some athletes. I haven't really gotten too many celebrities. A lot of I've gotten celebrities I do celebrity security for, so they don't really get any permits because they have some security. So I do like bodyguarding security for a lot of them, but a lot of them don't really worry about getting their gun permit. They just want protection.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so I look at a lot of them hit me up for protection when they do their shows and concerts and stuff. But they don't want to be liable for it, so that's why they hire security.
Right. Now, within everything that you do you do anything within the circle of law enforcement?
I have before. Years ago, I worked for Capital City Police, and I did that for like 2 years. And I decided I could make more money just doing everything myself.
Right. Now you say Capital City Police. Is that Capital City? Is that Capitol Police in DC?
Yes.
I had an uncle with them. Charles, what was his name?
Uncle Charles.
Deneen Foster, I think was his name. And he retired with them. He was a World War II veteran. And I think he joined, I guess, after the war. And he did, their minimum is 20. Yeah. I don't remember what year he retired. I want to say it was late 80s, early 90s.
I was about to say, you say he was in World War II, so he was hanging in there that long. He was old.
He was old. But I remember in middle school, I remember going down to Arlington, Virginia for the weekend with my parents. And well, they take me down there for the weekend and then they come back and get me Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening. But I remember a few times going down there and spending the weekend with him. And, you know, days he had to work, he'd put his uniform and he'd go. I don't know what he did with his gun because he never carried a gun in the house and he never walked out with a gun. So where he had it, I don't know.
Yeah, he probably stored it somewhere in the lockbox so you can't find it and maybe just, you know, put it in his bag or something like that on the way out.
Right, right.
Most of the time you have to check it in and check it out. You might have just left it at work.
Yeah, you do that
too.
Pick it up.
Yeah, you pick it up when you get in. Check it in when you get in.
He never had guns around the kids. He never asked, like if they went all out in the country, out in you know, Virginia somewhere, out like whatever that highway is out there close to West Virginia, they go out there in the country way back in the woods in the forest and they'd shoot different targets and different things, and they go out there for a couple hours, and then they come back. But you never saw anyone with a gun.
Oh wow!
He was real strict when it came to guns around all the nieces and nephews and grandkids. He was a very strict individual.
Makes sense. He's definitely about gun safety, so that's good.
He definitely was. My father is the same way, other than the lockbox that all the rifles and shotguns and stuff of that. Other than that being displayed, no handguns are displayed. They're in a safe. They're all in lock boxes. So, you know, my dad's the same way. So, here's another one. Firefighters, EMS, and taxi drivers. How often do you see them come to you for permits and training?
I actually do see firefighters coming in. A lot of firefighters, they do come in and get their training for it. And I've had a lot of EMS workers as well. They do it. Now, I haven't really seen any taxi drivers really trying to come and get a permit and everything, but I do see EMS getting that, and firefighters. I did certify a lot of them.
I used to live in a neighborhood in Anne Arundel County behind a very bad neighborhood at one time. And in the 80s, late 70s, or throughout the 80s, this neighborhood was so bad with drugs and dope. If you call 911 for ambulance or fire, police always were automatically dispatched, and they had to clear the scene if the scene was still active before EMS or the fire department could come in. because they would steal stuff off the fire trucks and the ambulances.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Like when I say this neighborhood was bad, military.
What was that, Compton?
Military was prohibited. If you were caught in that neighborhood, you were automatically court-martialed.
Damn.
Yeah. Military didn't play. You got any questions, Trina?
No.
Trina's like, you done asked everything under the sun.
Right. Mm-mm. It pretty much cleared up all my questions, my
What
comments.
type of events have you covered?
I've seen you before, plenty of times, like downtown. I do like wine festivals. I did Jazzy Nights a couple times.
Jazzy Summer Nights.
Yep, wine festivals in Westminster.
So you know Derek Chase.
Yep.
Why does that not surprise me? He's my mentor.
Oh, wow. Okay.
He's one of my mentors.
I did.
What nightclubs have you done, or have you done any?
Pretty much all of them. I do like different bars and grills all over Fed Hill, Rose's Bar and Grill. I've done a lot of stuff in Fells Point, hookah lounges, Oxygen when it was Oxygen.
Right. Yeah, because for those that don't know,
it's be called Lux too.
Not that it's a big deal anymore, because once Derek Chase left, it was just a matter of time.
Yeah.
Like it was a trickle down effect. Like I left, the main security guy on the door, I'm not gonna mention his name, but you know who he is if you've been there.
Yeah, I know you talking.
Then he left. And then when Derek Chase finally left, it was just a matter of time.
Yep.
You know, if I wish with Derek finally purchasing a place, I wish he could have bought Oxygen Lounge.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice.
Because it's a nice location. There's parking garages everywhere, figuratively speaking. It was in a mutual location
on Calvert Street. Yep.
Right. For a lot of different people of different situations. Like if you're taking a bus, you're not far from a bus stop. If you're taking Metro or light rail, you're not that far from Metro or light rail. You know what I mean? If you're driving, you have within a 7-minute walk, you have 1, 2, 3. You have bare minimum 3 parking garages. 4. You have bare minimum that I know of 4, possibly 5 parking garages. So there's many places that you can park that your car can be secured, and heaven forbid anything happened to it. There's a very good chance it was probably caught on video.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like his location's not a bad location, because I mean you still got the scenarios of light rail and the bus. Parking can be a little dicey. I don't know how everything works with the parking garage across from the theater. I don't know how that works. We have parked in there a couple times. They were like, hey, this, that, whatever, and the third, we close at this time. If you're not going, you're not getting your vehicle tonight. So, I mean, if you talk to the tenants, they'll let you know what time you need to have your vehicle out before it's locked out. So, I mean, his location has a lot of potential for any type of event that you want to have. So I get why they call it the event center. My only issue is parking. If you can get around the parking, then you're good to go. It's a nice location. For the most part, your clientele is good people, grown folk, all about having a good time and not no drama. The older you get, the less drama you want to see.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I remember being young and being in the club and, you're in there a couple hours and you're like,
Mark, how long
man,
ago was it?
It's getting ready to get rocking up in here. And then a big old fight breaks out and now the club's shut down. Now everyone's got to leave. You know what I mean?
Well, Keon, when is the next wine festival, They have one at West Illinois.
Coming up
in beginning of like June.
Where is it?
Weeks.
It's gonna be in
Westminster.
Huh?
The one at Westminster?
Yeah, it's coming up like beginning of June. I'm actually going to another one, the one in Mount Airy. They be having in Mount Airy.
When is that one?
That's like the 28th of May, like the 27th, 28th.
Yeah, I'm going to that one.
Yeah.
You will see me there.
It's sold out.
Is what?
Hey, you got your ticket, right?
Nope.
Oh, I guess you still gonna go some type of way.
I'm gonna find a way.
Yeah, because a lot of those
sold out.
They sold out quick. Yep.
Oh, I bet. They had one in 2 years?
Yeah.
Look, I'm trying to tell you, everything this year is going to be crazy insane.
I agree.
I'm being in the house.
Like, Artscape, AFRAM, all your different festivals, all your wine festivals, all your spring, summer, and early fall events like Jazzy Summer Nights and all white parties. Like if you want to go to a bomb ass all white party, you got to go to Flywire's all white party. Like,
okay.
I've been to all white parties, but it's nothing like a Flywire all white party. Like, it's crazy.
Okay,
But
so
all your events this year are going to be outrageously insane, and they're going to sell out quick because ain't no one been able to do anything other than Jazzy Summer Nights last year. Ain't no one been able to do anything in like 2 years. So people are itching to do outside events. You know what I mean? So
I think we're coming up on a commercial break.
are we? We got to pay bills.
Yeah.
Let's pay these bills then.
Appreciate y'all having me on tonight.
Well, thank you, Mr. Keon.
No problemo.
Appreciate you. Trina, text me when we get off the show so I can share his business card.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're on break now. They said we'll be right back. I'm not sure.
I appreciate y'all though, man. Appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Anytime you want to come back, let Trina know.
6 years after he passed away.
Huh?
It states she reportedly had heard rumors, but nothing substantial. But then you put the rumors
While they were
death.
still married.
You sentenced the rumors to death.
While they still were married, she heard rumors.
Right.
Okay.
Or probably all her life she's heard rumors. Like
That
you're
that was
dating
her
your, you know
father.
you're dating your dad, right? Y'all look just alike. I'm like, girl, somebody told me you dating your father. You know, that's what kind of him. You know he gay, right, Percy?
Please, why are you laughing at him? Don't laugh at him. Please don't.
Okay, let me continue with the story.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so my name is Tevin Brown. I'm 30 years old. I'm born and bred in Baltimore, Maryland.
30. Wow.
Yeah.
Old.
I guess so. You're older than me though, so you know.
Wow. Wow.
Hey, you-
I was congratulating you.
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry. Well, I appreciate it. But yeah, I'm born in Baltimore. I'm a music teacher, so I teach music for a grade 6 to 12 at Ace Academy in Hampton. Yeah.
I'm gonna pray for you, sir.
Yeah, and I'm also a minister of music at Mount Hebron Baptist Church. Been there for 5 years. And, you know, in addition to that, I just do gigs from time to time. I have a band that I play with. And I also do some solo work. So really whatever comes.
And I first met.
Hello.
We having some technical difficulties over here.
No, we're not. You were just upside down.
Yeah, I'm having technical difficulties because my phone rate died.
Oh no.
It ain't gonna die though. I got my charger now. I'm
So
just
Mr. Keon logged off, and I wanted to say to him, thank you for giving us some of your time today.
Yes, it was very interesting.
Some fun facts.
Definitely learned a lot about gun permits.
Fun facts.
For those that are trying to get a gun permit. What'd I do? Yeah, for those that are trying to get gun permits, yeah. We just had a whole session on how to go about it. And if you're having difficulties like I'm having with my phone right now, now I could leave it like that, but it would probably fall just like that.
What is going on? Yep. So that was pretty cool. I don't see any comments, questions, or concerns. But in the night, I'll see if I can get his information to put up. So if anyone's interested in getting a gun permit, or he's the guy to talk to.
That he is.
All right, Marky. So what do you have anything else?
Miss Trina, how's your week been?
Just working as usual. Nothing new, nothing fun.
Nothing new, nothing fun.
Mm-mm.
So Mr. John has been published in 2 more magazines.
That's awesome. Congratulations, John John.
And he's actually got his name on the cover of a magazine now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
We should have him on to talk to.
We should have him and Rob on the show. What's up?
Yeah,
And you
we'll
can
see
be the
about that.
lead on that because you're the photographer.
We'll see about that. You know,
What's
they
up, John Behringer? Trying to come on the show. What's up, Rob? What's Rob's last name?
Jacobs.
Rob Jacobs, Robert Jacobs. Trying to come on the show. What's up? What's up, fellas? We'd love to have you. We can call it the photographer session.
You know, they stay busy.
Do they? They always busy. Busy, busy, busy. But have you seen the weather forecast for this weekend?
Yeah, it's about to be hot.
It's about to be ignorantly hot out here.
I can't wait.
It's like 90, 92. It's like 88, 90 Thursday, 90, 92 Friday, 95, 90, 95 to 98 Saturday.
And then Monday is going to be 42 degrees. Everybody's going to be sick.
Yeah, I saw someone, they had a high for like 67. I was like, yep. It's that good old Maryland weather. You don't like it? Give it a second. It'll change
It'll be 90, 95 degrees on the weekend, and on Monday it's gonna be 34 degrees. You gotta put your coat and everything back out.
It ain't gonna be that cold. But I tell you,
it's gonna drop.
If it's gonna be, look, like we had this conversation at work. It's gonna be 90, bare minimum, it's gonna be 95 degrees Saturday. Your heat index, because you know it's gonna be humid. The temperature keeps going up as of tomorrow. Like, what was it, like 75, 76 today? It's going to be like 83, 84, 85 tomorrow, if not hotter. It's going to be like 90, 92 Thursday. Tomorrow is Thursday.
Yep, tomorrow's Thursday, man. Where you at?
No, it's supposed to be like 85 tomorrow, 88, 90. No, 90, 92 Friday, 95, 98 Saturday. I'm thinking there's storms coming in early because it's only supposed to get up to like 85, 88 Sunday. So that's telling me there's early storms coming in that's preventing it to get any warmer than that. And then Monday's high is like 67.
Wait a minute, I think Saturday is the Preakness, right?
Yeah, so there's parties Friday night and Saturday night.
Yeah, so
it's about to be off the chain out this
Saturday.
Show.
Yeah.
I think I was invited. A lot of people. I haven't heard nothing. So I don't know.
I think it is Saturday. I think Preakness is Saturday.
Yeah, Preakness is Saturday.
I need to have Megan Thee Stallion there.
I need to contact my homeboy because he was like, "What are you doing 520?" I don't know. What's 520? It's the weekend of the Preakness. So I gotta contact him. Be like, "Hey, what's going on?" Because if I'm going to this party, I need a shirt and tie.
Or a real dumb hat.
All my shirt and ties are in storage. I'm not trying to go to storage and then be like, yeah, I need to take this stuff to the cleaners because then I won't have time. Because I don't have time to go to storage. So I can just go to the store and get what I need and a little iron here and there, and I'm good.
You better throw a polo on and some slacks.
No. If I'm dressing up, I'm putting a suit on.
It's too hot. Better be a linen suit.
It better be indoors. That's all I gotta say. I don't know, because for the soft opening for the boiler room, between the DJ and the bartender, they were like, "Man, put some grown folk clothes on." So okay. I threw a suit on with a polo. And I put a polo on because I knew I was going to be coming up out that jacket eventually. And yes, I did. Because once it started getting rocking up in there and them drinks started kicking in, temperature started rising. And yes, I had to shed that jacket. But I got a lot of compliments. I guess that's the only thing that really matters, right?
Yeah. So I'm wondering, it's the only thing that matters, I guess.
What's that?
I mean, I don't do clubs like that, so I don't know.
Clubs?
Mm-hmm.
Who said anything about a club?
You said you were going to a party. What is the house party?
Huh?
What kind of party is it?
I don't know. It has something to do with Preakness.
Oh, well.
Like, tickets are like.
I told you you're gonna need like a big flower hat.
Did you hear me?
Don't they wear those? It's like $500. The tickets are $500.
Tickets are $500.
Oh,
So I don't think that's at anybody's club.
No, I don't know.
I don't go to clubs.
It's not a club thing.
I don't go to clubs. I go to lounges.
So I'm hoping that we maybe can.
So, you ready for this?
What's that?
So everyone's playing tug of war, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm having Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. 5 going away parties.
Oh, wow.
And I'm having a going away party at my job.
It's so popular.
And I don't remember what my last day is. Because I was gonna take 2 weeks off before I leave. But yeah, when I really started analyzing the cost of living in Chicago, for those of y'all that don't know, yes, 6.5 weeks, I'm gone. I'm moving back home to Chicago. The cost of living out there is outrageous. Y'all, I'm not gonna say y'all. We pay 6% sales tax out here.
That's why I was kind of wondering why you were doing it, because I know the cost of living in Chicago is extreme.
Sales tax out there, depending on what it is and where you live, is between 12 and 15%.
So what kind of job you gonna have out there?
My job is transferring me. So I don't say the name.
I'm not. I'm just saying, but that's not gonna be enough.
I'll be all right. I'll be all right.
Why don't you just go visit and come back?
Nope.
Go visit for come. Okay, well.
I need to move back home. I've
Don't
always
be sending
wanted
no
to
more
live
SOSs out.
I never said if I ever move back home, I will die there. But I've always wanted to live back home. And as an adult, I never have. Like, I could have, but I never put forth the effort. And then I became a dad. And then I got custody. And I could have done it then very easily. But despite the situation, I wanted to be fair for all parties involved, not just between his parents, but everyone involved. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
so
whatever makes you happy, then I mean, go.
Now that my son is grown, he's got a job, he's doing good. The only thing that's stopping me is me. And it's crazy because no one knows how this all came about. I was playing some shits for giggles one day on a Monday, and I was like, if I wanted to move back home to Chicago, could y'all transfer me? Yep, sure could. You make a phone call out there to whatever store you want transferred to, talk to the management, and see what's up. I did it. And I got the job. Their only question was, when do you want to start? Or no, when do you fly out and when do you want to start? I fly out June 30th. That's a Thursday. I want to start that following Monday, July 4th. And it's crazy. This is how that conversation went. And I quote, excuse me? When do you want to start? July 4th. Monday, July 4th. Correct. That's 4th of July. Got it. You don't want that day off? Let all your other employees have that day off. I want to work. Within my job description, I'm day shift. If I want to stay later, there's other utility work that needs to be done after my job is done. Like, I'm not young. I don't need that day off. I'm about my money. I'm definitely not big into fireworks. Been there, done that. So,
Guys,
but yeah,
almost,
I can't
almost
wait. I'm
bedtime.
excited.
Yeah. I'm excited for you.
You'll be out there.
No,
If I have to fly you out, you'll be out there.
no.
You're gonna come visit me at least once.
Maybe.
You, Rob, and John. Because I'm gonna find, because through a couple of my contacts that I already have out there, I'm gonna find out if there's a type of graffiti alley, whatever, out there.
You know what? I'm sure. I think just about every state has one. City, state.
Every major city, yeah, has some
Yeah.
type of something.
I seen a bunch of. Excuse me. I seen a bunch of different ones. So,
But there's all kinds of different places. Like, you got the boardwalk between the aquarium and I don't know if they call it the boardwalk. I don't even know why I called it that. But between the aquarium and Navy Pier, you have like the Inner Harbor. You have a walk area next to the water. And eventually you come up to the arena where all the boats and yachts and stuff are. Halfway down is where you have the famous water fountain. There's the south side doesn't really have a beach area. That's more or less on the north side, which again ain't far from the Navy Pier. You know what I'm saying? Like our per se boardwalk, like the Inner Harbor, it's like from, if you walk past Rusty Scupper into the condos, if you walk all the way around until you make that first right turn, into the condo area, from that corner to Rusty Scupper, all the way around to the World Trade Center, around the World Trade Center, up to where the Books a Billion was, make that right, go around the building to the bridge, go over the bridge. Now listen, no, real talk. I'm trying to let you know how long this damn boardwalk is.
What?
Cut through the Pier 5 and Pier 6 area, go over that bridge, walk all the way around the Marriott Harbor East area until you get to Whole Foods.
Mm.
You might have walked the whole boardwalk per se area of the walkway between the aquarium and Navy Pier next to the water. Like it's long as hell.
Gotcha. Well,
Up here laughing at me.
we had a pretty good show today, so
We did.
we still have an extra 30 minutes, but I don't know if I'm gonna make it 30 minutes.
And
Trying.
we cut it short.
Yeah.
Mr. Producer. Can we like
Can,
cut
yeah,
the-
it's 9:30.
Can we cut it now? Since we don't have a second guest?
Yeah.
Not to shortchange our viewers, but
We
yeah.
got like 2 people unknown at all, so we should be okay.
But yeah, we had a good show.
Yeah,
It
so
was
with that
very
being said,
interesting, very enlightening. We
gonna-
definitely learned a lot,
Yeah, so
and
It
there's
was
definitely a
interesting
lot of
too.
information provided for anyone that is interested in getting a permit or any type of training. There's definitely a lot of information out there. So if we're allowed to end this show,
I'm waiting for you to say goodnight.
good night.
Thank you for viewing. We will see you next week here on the Skylyne Radio Show. Peace and blessings.
Adios. Should we hang up?
I'm waiting for the there we go. Like